Welcome back to the Anger Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. Jay, now that the Canelo Alvarez fight is dead in the water for May, and I would assume that the fight is dead in the water, period, for Jermall Charlo, maybe now he can focus on a fight that I believe will make the PBC money, but not only the PBC himself as well, because I think it's a big fight that people really want to see, and I believe that Caleb Plant wants that fight, Jay. And, of course, I'm talking about Caleb Plant, Jermall Charlo versus Caleb Plant. That fight, Jay, in my personal opinion, would garner a lot of attention. They have unfinished business after the altercation that they had. I believe that was at the presser. Was it at the press conference for Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, if I'm not mistaken? That's where it was.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that fight needs to be made. I think there's still a lot of demand for that fight. I think people will be extremely interested in that fight. You could make it a co-main event or a main event on a PBC card, hopefully a free card. I don't think it necessarily needs to be on pay-per-view, but I think that there's still a lot of demand for that fight. We haven't seen anything out of Maul since he posted something about himself and Canelo when there was still some belief that that was the next fight for Canelo Alvarez a few weeks ago. And I just think that that's the fight for Maul, man. That's the fight that everybody would like to see Maul in. I think it makes absolutely the most sense for Maul to take that next step. And again, bad blood, an opportunity to settle the beef between those two, similarly to what we saw between Plant and David Benavidez. And I think it'll sell. Plant has also demonstrated that he has the ability to sell with David Benavidez. He demonstrated that with Canelo Alvarez. Why not take this opportunity if you're Jermall Charlo to step back into the ring? You don't have anything else that's going to be a major blockbuster type of fight that you're going to have the opportunity. I mean, you tell me, Jay, if you feel differently, but I don't see anything else. Plant is a big name around your weight class. It makes sense. When he just fought, what did he fight at? 164, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, something like that. One at 160 is above that weight.
Yeah, like when he fought Little Big Brother. So, I mean, it makes a ton of sense to me. That's the best name in and around that weight class for him to face. There's demand for it. Why don't you go ahead and make the fight? So, and Caleb still wants it. Caleb is still on social media saying he wants that smoke, man. At this point, Caleb is looking like a bully, man. It's looking like Caleb bullying you out there on social media, bruh. So why don't you go ahead and take the fight? I think I saw Maul this past weekend on at the Richardson Hitchens fight. He looks good. He looks healthy. So hey, Maul, what's up, man? Go ahead and get back into the ring. Take that fight. The fans are clamoring for that fight. Certainly, we would like to see it. So, what's up? Let's make that fight, Jay. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean that's the only really fight for him right now, money wise, especially. You know, now he will have to step up and weight. You know, he have to go up to 168 because he's a 160 champion right now. You know, but I mean, people want to see that fight. People have been wanting to see that fight just because of the animosity they have towards one another, because of what happened before. You know, so it makes great. They don't have to sell anything up for that fight, really. You know, it's automatically there. And Caleb's adamant about he has to get this fight. You know, now I was looking at Jermall now. He still has the belt, the WBC belt. So I'm like, if he doesn't fight Caleb, what's left for him? He could fight a Chris Eubanks Jr. You know, Chris is a decent fighter. He's not a super threat as far as a knockout artist like that per se, but there's a threat. You know, Shane Mosley Jr., Elijah Garcia, Liam Smith. He has to fight somebody, but the fight we all want to see is Caleb Plant. Jermall probably going to say he's still not ready yet because he only had that one fight with Jose Benavidez Jr. last year, and that's the only thing he's had in 3 years? One fight in 3 years for the most part. You know, I hope he's good mentally and ready to get back in there, get things going, because either he needs to get this fight going or defend his title or relinquish that title, because he's had that belt way too long and not defending it, you know. But as far as Caleb Plant goes, I like Caleb, man. I like the way he works. You know, he stays in the gym and everything. He's about business for the most part from what I've seen. And he really wants this fight here more than any other fight out there. I prefer him fight somebody else, honestly, as well. You know, that's going to give him, I feel like, a better challenge. That's in boxing shape. You know, that's been boxing shape for the last year, 2 years. But I'll be lying if I said I wouldn't sit there and watch this fight, because this is going to be a grudge match, you know. But Caleb seems like he has all the anger and animosity. Maul don't seem like he got it. Maul seemed like, well, all right, yeah, He done with it. Like he don't want it. Like he don't want to get his get back, and I find that odd. Especially for either Charlo to be like they don't want their get back for something. When they got slapped or lost a fight. But Maul is just kind of like more subdued now. So I don't know what type of Maul we're gonna get. Even in the fight against Jose Benavidez Jr., Maul really didn't have a lot of answers. Granted, we know Jermall is the louder of the two, but Jermall can come with it from some time to time as well. But he was more reserved than that. So for him still being reserved with this Caleb, I think you're right. It's like Caleb has bullied Jermall out of even wanting to fight him. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, and that's unfortunate. And I don't know. I think that the lack of energy. I don't know if it's just a woosah moment for Mel, and since that the mental health challenges and just trying to get things right from that aspect. But I just feel like he needs to get back on it, and he needs to get that edge. And if he doesn't have that edge anymore, then it's time to retire. And if a man coming at you from that perspective, I mean. Think about it from this perspective. Even if you don't have that edge anymore, I mean that's the biggest and best fight around that weight class for you. So regardless of whether or not you feel that edge anymore in regards to, or that anger in regards to him slapping you, or if you don't feel like he slapped you, whatever. If you're not angry about that, still the drama surrounding that is still the best opportunity for you to not only make a bag, but also to get your name back into the limelight, right? For you to position yourself for the opportunity for Canelo Alvarez. I mean, think about it, Jay. If he were to position himself for a fight with Caleb Plant and he were to win that fight, guess what? Because Canelo has been wanting to fight you because he believes that you're a soft touch, where if you were to beat him, then there's your opportunity right there. He's going to want to fight you at that moment. And you have now positioned yourself because you've beaten somebody at 68 that gives you gives Canelo a solid reason to fight you. So it's the right move if you're Jermall Charlo to go ahead and take that fight to put yourself in a position to get that Canelo Alvarez fight. So go ahead and make that move, dog. This is the right move for you.
That's definitely fair.
Jay, anything else you want to share on this topic before we move on to the next?
Nah. The only thing, hey, Maul, we need you back in the ring, bruh. Dude,
Facts.
been calling the smoke. Get him.
I agree. You guys tell us what you think in regards to this particular fight. Caleb Plant has been calling out Jermall Charlo. We believe that is the right fight for Jermall. Let us know what you think in the comment section. If we're right, let us know we're right. And if we're wrong, let us know we're wrong. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast and Sports Media, and we are